Okay guys, so not too long ago I did a video talking about the people at Marvel and how they see the Avengers movies that are coming out. Avengers 3, which is Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers 4 as a sort of bookend and a conclusion to the Marvel that we have known and enjoyed so far. And there's a lot of confusion in the comments to the videos and the podcast when we talk about this, and even Facebook and just everywhere. There's a lot of kind of information out there that people don't seem to understand, or there are certain websites are spinning in a negative light because it kind of does come off as a negative. But I'm hoping that this video can kind of explain to you in the simplicity of what they were saying, in the simplest way possible, what exactly they said. So essentially, Kevin Feige went out there and he said, we have an idea and it's going to be very, very different. And that was his reply when he was asked about the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Avengers 4. So I've seen people blow this out of proportion, saying, oh, you're gonna get none of the characters you like, everything's going downhill from here, yada yada yada, so forth. And in reality, they never said that. And if you look at the history of what's been said, not much is going to change. So let me try to lay this out for you. We're still going to have Avengers. They're still going to be around, but they're going to be different. You're going to have Black Panther, you're going to have Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Captain Marvel and Falcon and Ant-Man. That's the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, those characters right there. Characters like, Iron Man and Thor and Captain America are going to take a backseat because they're not the driving force of the new generation of heroes. And we know this because the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be the first movie in the future phases, and they're going to set the precedent to what's coming after. Now, what's coming after is up to debate because we don't really know, but what we do know is that characters like, hypothetically, let's say Nova, are probably going to get a spin-off or a movie down the road because it makes the most amount of sense. They said, that the Guardians are kind of going to introduce this bigger cosmic element that's going to go forward once this new phase starts. And there's not even really going to be phases anymore, it's going to be something entirely different for whatever that means. Now, who's to say by then things aren't going to change? I mean, Marvel might regain the Hulk 100%, or they might agree with Universal and start producing Hulk movies again. I mean, we'll get a Hulk trilogy. Who's to say Ghost Rider isn't going to get a Ghost Riders movie, or the Fantastic Four aren't going to return, or Namor might get a series, or, TV series, or some sort of series of 3 movies for him, or something like that. We don't really know the current landscape of what's going to happen. And I think that's where a lot of this uncertainty and weird, almost negativity is coming from websites, because they don't like change. And if it's worked, stick with it because it's worked. And it's this type of mentality that I think has made fans jaded to changes. I still remember before Ant-Man came out, before Guardians came out, before Doctor Strange, before they try anything but the quote-unquote big 3, which is, Thor, Iron Man, Cap, everything was doomed as Marvel's first failure because, well, they're not the big 3, and they've proven people wrong every time. So I think people are just reluctant. They're trying to spin change as bad because they're afraid of change of what they're used to. But when they say it's going to be very, very different, I don't think they mean that in, oh my god, you're never going to see what you've seen so far. I think what they mean is it's going to be different in the sense that you never saw this coming. So hopefully that explains it for you guys.